Level 1. The offer. You're standing in a dive bar at 2 a.m. You owe $12,000 to people who don't send reminders. A man in a dark coat sits across from you. He slides a photo across the table. Some businessman you've never met. $5,000. Cash. Tonight. You ask what he wants you to do. He doesn't answer. He just stares. You already know. Your hand shakes as you pick up the photo. You tell yourself it's just this once. He gives you an address and a gun. No serial number. No trace. You walk out into the rain. Your old life ends at that door. Level 2. First blood. The house is in the suburbs. White fence, 2-car garage. Normal. You watch him through the window for an hour. He's eating dinner alone. Your heart is hammering so loud you think he can hear it. You break the lock on the back door. He turns around. The look on his face, you'll never forget it. 3 seconds of eye contact that feel like hours. You pull the trigger twice. The sound is so much louder than the movies. You don't stay to watch him fall. You're in your car doing 90 on the highway, hands covered in powder residue and sweat. The gun goes into a river. The money arrives the next morning in a manila envelope. You count it 4 times. It's all there. Level 3. The second call. You tell yourself you're done. The money's gone in 3 weeks. Debt, rent, survival. Your phone rings. Unknown number. The same voice. 10,000. 2 days. You say no. He says your name, your mother's address, your sister's workplace. You say yes. This target's different. She's a lawyer, mid-30s, jogging route every morning at 6. You wait in the park. Hoodie up. Head down. She passes you. You follow 20 feet behind. The path goes under a bridge. No cameras, no witnesses. It's over in seconds. You walk away like nothing happened. Someone screams 5 minutes later. You're already gone. The money's $15,000 this time. He lied about the amount. You don't complain. Level 4. The network. 6 jobs in 4 months. You have a reputation now. They call you clean. Different clients, different handlers, all anonymous. You get requests through encrypted apps that delete themselves. The money gets better. 20,000, 30, 45. You move to a better apartment, new car, new clothes, no friends, no relationships. You can't afford attachments. A target notices you hesitate once. He runs. You chase him through a parking garage. He's begging, crying, offering double. You do it anyway, because if you don't, you're next. You throw up in a trash can on the way home. The money hits your account at midnight. You don't even check the amount anymore. Level 5. The big league. A new client wants a meeting, face to face. That never happens. You almost say no. The offer is $200,000. You say yes. Penthouse downtown, 34th floor. 3 men in expensive suits. They want a politician dead. Not just dead, humiliated, public, messy. A message. You negotiate to $250. They agree immediately. You should have asked for more. This job takes 3 weeks of planning. Routes, security, timing. You study him like an exam. The hit happens at a charity gala. Poisoned drink, slow acting, untraceable. He gives a speech, shakes hands, smiles. You're a waiter in the background. He collapses 20 minutes later. Chaos, screaming, cameras everywhere. You walk out the service exit. The money clears before his body goes cold. You're in a different tax bracket now. Level 6. The lifestyle. You buy a house in the mountains. Cash. No mortgage. No paper trail. You have 4 bank accounts in 3 countries. A broker who doesn't ask questions. You're worth over $1 million. You're 31 years old. Your family thinks you work in tech. You visit them twice a year. Smile. Lie. Leave. Your mother says you look tired. You are. Every shadow looks like a threat. Every stranger could be a cop. Or worse, competition. You sleep with a gun under your pillow. Some nights you don't sleep at all. The work doesn't stop. It never stops. Because the moment you stop, you become the target. Level 7. The mistake. The job seems simple. Low-level drug dealer. East Side. $50,000 for something routine. That's your first red flag. You ignore it. You need the money. Always need the money. You tail him for 2 days. He meets with someone familiar, your handler, the man who's been giving you jobs for 2 years. Your chest tightens. Something's wrong. You do the job anyway. 3 shots, close range. His phone buzzes as he drops. You check it. Messages to your handler. He's getting sloppy, knows too much. They're not talking about the target. They're talking about you. Level 8. The hunted. You have 12 hours before they realize you know. You empty your accounts, crypto, cash, everything liquid. You burn your phone, your laptop, every device. 3 different cars to 3 different cities. You're running from ghosts, people you've never seen, people who do what you do better. You hole up in a motel outside Tulsa, gun on the nightstand, lights off, every car door, every footstep. Your body doesn't know how to relax anymore. You think about turning yourself in. Prison's better than this. Then you remember what you've done. There's no judge, no jury, just a needle or a cage until you die. You have one choice: disappear completely. Level 9. The ghost. ghost. New name, new face, new country. You pay a surgeon in Prague $60,000. Different nose, different chin. The mirror shows a stranger. Good, you're in South America now. Small town, no extradition. You work at a bar, make $200 a week. You live in a one-room apartment with a broken fan. The money's hidden, buried, untouchable. You can't spend it, can't risk the attention. You see your face on the news once. International manhunt, 12 murders. That's all they know about. There were 43. You change towns, then countries. You do this every 8 months. Forever moving, forever looking over your shoulder. You're alive, but you're not living. Level 10, the end. 10 years later, you're in a cafe in Argentina. Different name, different life. The coffee's cheap, the sun's warm. For a moment, you almost feel normal. A man sits down across from you. You don't recognize him. He slides a photo across the table. It's you, the real you, before the surgeries, before the running. They want to make you an offer, he says. Your hand moves toward the gun in your jacket. He raises his palm, smiles. Not that kind of offer. He slides over a phone, encrypted, untraceable. Your skills, your experience, consulting work, 7 figures. You stare at the phone. You swore you'd never go back. But the money, the purpose, the only thing you were ever good at. You pick up the phone. He stands, leaves a business card. No name, just a number. You sit there for an hour. The phone feels heavy in your hand. You know what happens if you make the call. You know what happens if you don't. The cycle never ends. You were never going to escape. You dial the number. Someone answers. You say 2 words. I'm in. Subscribe to my channel if you want more Your Life is videos.